First of all, so let's see how to create a Linux server in AWS. Then we can discuss about Linux concepts. Okay, so if you want to learn Linux, we need a server, right? So how to create in AWS? Let me launch instance. So I want to create a Linux server. Number of servers are one. I want to create only one server. So AMI, this is your OS, right? So I want to create a Amazon Linux server. This is instance type, nothing but your RAM, 1 GB RAM. Okay, you are eligible for 1 GB RAM. It's a free account, guys. Free account, right? Right, right. And the key pair, what is the key pair? It's a password. Okay, it's a password. Okay, let me create a new password. Testing, create it. And it's a Linux server. You should allow 22 port SSH port to connect to the server. Okay, it's a security. It's a security for that. Okay, so it's a Linux server. Okay, you have to open 22 port. Okay, it's a Linux server called SSH, means secure shell. Secure shell port. Okay, and right, it's a 8 GB storage. Okay, it's a storage. Okay, let me launch this. Right, it's getting launched. Let's wait. It's in currently pending state. So once it's come to running state, we can connect to it. How to connect? Just select your Linux server, click on connect. If you want to stop it, you have an instance state option. You can stop it. If you want to terminate, if you want to reboot, you have the option. Let me connect to it. Let me click on connect. Okay, I can go with the instance connectivity. This is the IP address, public IP. So public IP means we can connect from, okay, connect from that, okay, from outside. So we have a private IP. The private IP is for internal purpose. Okay, so this is okay, right? Okay, this is uh, username, and this is, you can click on connect. Okay, so I'm in Linux server. This is the Linux server initial message, right? Welcome message, and this is the EC2 user. Okay, so is the username. This is the DNS. If you want to become the root user, because root user is a full, right, admin user in Linux will have a full permission. You can use sudo su switching user. Su means switching user do as super user. The normal users in Linux having hash. If you want to switch to particular user, right, so root user, you can use s. Let me click on enter. If you want to add a new user, if you want to add a new user in Linux, you can use user add. For example, username. Okay, user name. Okay. So for example, user add. I want to add a test user. User is added. If you want to currently in the root user, how to know that? Who am I? Right? Who am right? Root user. If you want to switch to root user, right? If you want to switch to test user, su is a command. Test user. Su test is a user, right? So user add username, right? For adding a user. If you want to switch to a particular user, su switch user. Okay. So right. So su DOSU sudo su means switching user as a super user. If you want to add a particular user, user add username, for example, test. If you want to switch to test user, su test. If you want to know which user you are, who am I, right? You can see. Now I switch it to test user. You can, if you observe that, right? If you want to know who am I, is also okay. Anyway, let me exit from a test user. Let me become the root user. This is fine, right? This is fine. So what I can do, right? Yeah. So I will start the topics which are pending in our list, right? So one is permissions we have to discuss. Another one is packaging in Linux, how to install software, some networking commands, right? These are the items we have to discuss. So yesterday, what we have discussed? Yesterday we discussed about files and permissions, you files and sorry folders, users, and we have discussed about users and groups. Okay, so yeah, we can discuss that. So we have a Linux material, guys. So let me provide a link with you. Okay, you can click on that link, and once you can, and ask for a access. Let me go for a drive. Right. Here is the Linux material. Let me share the URL with you. Please click on access. Copy the link. So please try to hit on this and ask for a access. Okay. 1 second. Yeah. Just ask for a access. I will provide it to you. Okay. Yeah. Please note down these commands. Meanwhile, we can start the session in, right. We can start the permissions, packaging. Just note down. Okay. So let's start the session. Okay. So permissions. Permissions. So in Linux, okay, in Linux, so we have different files, right? So how to manage the permission? For example, there are two users. I want one user to view the information. I want another user to edit the information in the file. In the file. So how to do that? So for example, let me add a file. Currently there are no file. Let me add user add. Sorry, let me add a file. Sorry. So let me add a file. Touch abc dot txt. Okay, there is an empty file. If you want to see that, you can see which user created this file. Root user. Root user created the file. Which group can access this file? Root group. Okay, root group. So let me add one group user. Let me add user called I can say developer one. Okay, and I will add a group called group add some DevOps group. Okay, group add some DevOps group. So this is the file. This can be accessible by DevOps group, right? I want to make that. Okay, currently root user. How to change that, and what permission this root user can have that to edit this file, right? Let's see. Let me copy this, right? So yes, here. So in Linux, there are basically three types of permissions. Okay, this is the first hyphen will denotes file or folder. If it is hyphen, it's a file. If it is D, it's a folder. Okay, in Linux. So anyway, and after that, these nine are permissions. Okay, and this is inode number, which is identification purpose at server level. So this is root, which user created this. Okay, which user created this file? User, and this is group. So this is so here you can observe R means read, W means write. Okay, and hyphen means execute. Permission related, but currently there is nothing here. No permission. Hyphen means no permission. Okay, so and if you observe, this is read. Hyphen means no permission. Hyphen means no permission. This is read. Hyphen means no permission. Hyphen means no permission. So I would say this is Warner. Who created the file? Warner created permission. That means Warner can read and write. Who is the Warner? Root. Root created it, right? Which, right? What? Okay, right? What? Okay. That means Warner can read and write. Okay, R means read. You can say R means read. R means four letter, four right digit. Write. W means write, and write related digit is two. X means execute. The digit will denotes like one. Okay, so Warner can read and write. This is group. Okay, this is group. Group can read it. This is related to others in the system, other users, other groups. Okay, can read it. Okay, can read it. So right. So let me right. So this is one. This is groups in the system. This is other users. Okay. So see, R means they can read it. Okay. So just note down. We'll see how to change the permissions. Just note down. Warner can write, Warner can read and write. For example, we have this file. So is Warner ABC. So let me go to ABC file. Okay, this is edited by edited by root user. Right? He's the Warner. How to save this? Colon W means writing the changes. Q means quit. It's right. Exclamation is the confirmation. Now if you see cat ABC, you can see that. Now let me switch SU as a dev user. vi. Let me open the abc.txt file. Okay, so okay, let me do one thing. Let me exit. Let me switch this file because it's ec2-user home directory. Okay, let me switch this abc.txt file to, I want to switch this to opt that can be accessed by any user. Okay, now let me go to abc. Let me switch as a dev user. Now let me see that file. Let me go to opt. Okay, he can see that which user I am, dev1, right? Dev1 can see the file. Okay, so now if I want to read it, I can read it. If you say I can see the information, but if I go to abc.txt file, I click on enter, can I edit this? You can see here, read only. If I want to try to edit this, but I can see a warning, changing a reading file, read only file, right? You don't have the permission. Okay, so but for example, so right, I am a root user now. For example, I want to change the warner from root to dev. How to change it? Or right, or we have another option. So what is the option? We can change the permission of the other users in the system. How to change it? So you have to follow a command guide, chmod chmod. So if you want to give full permission, 4 plus 2 plus 1 7. Okay, 7. If you want to give read permission only, you can make it 4. And if you want to give read plus write, 6. 6. Okay, 6. So and you have to provide the file name. What is the file name? abc.txt. Right. So here 7 means you are combining 4 plus 2 plus 1. So you are giving 7 at owner level, oh, group level 4, other users 6. Right. This is owner. Okay, this is others. Right. So similarly, if you want to give full permission to all the users, all the owner groups, others, everyone, 777. Okay, if you want to see, for example, I want other user like dev1 to access my abc.txt file. So how I can do that? Chmod owner I want to give read and write 6, other users read only, and other right right group other users in the system I want to give it 6 abc.txt. Now if you switch, right, if you want to verify, you can verify. You can see read write, read and read write. But earlier it is different. Now if I switch to abc dev1 user, if I want to edit that file, okay, so what I did, but I edited in not in opt location. Let me go to opt hash opt. Yeah. Now, so let me change it again one. Right, this is the different one. Yeah. So now it is okay. Let's switch it as a dev1. Now, if you edit it, dev1 abc.txt file. Earlier you are saying read only. Now here there is nothing, right? So you can do that. You can do that. So I provided the access for the material. Okay, for Linux material. So please try to access it now. Yeah. So this is how you will do the right editing the files, editing the users, right? Providing the permissions. If you want to change the owner of the file, ch1, owner name is for example dev1 and text. If you want to change the group, chgrp, group name, for example DEVOPS, abc.txt. If you want to see that, you can see. Let me become the root user. Here, owner is root. How to change it? Chone. I want to change it to dev1 to of the abc.txt file. I want to change the group also. Say grp. The group is DevOps of the abc.txt. Now we can see changed. Earlier is different, right? So just note down these commands, guys. Just note down permission commands. Just note down, guys. Okay, thank you. So right, we changed the one, or we changed the group. Okay, so let me go back. So this is about you right permissions in the Linux. So if you want to install something, how to install? So in Windows, we have the file. You can open it, click on next, 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 install. You will install it. But coming to Linux, how to install it? How to install it? So if you want to install it, if you want to install it anything in Linux, okay, in Linux, if you want to install anything, okay, so you have some package editors. We have different flavors, right? We have Red Hat, right? We have CentOS, we have Amazon Linux, okay, and we have Ubuntu, okay. So these are Red Hat based category, okay, Red Hat based category, and this is Debian based category, Debian based. So Ubuntu is part of Debian based category. Red Hat, CentOS, Amazon Linux is part of this Red Hat based category. Okay. So the right. So the Ubuntu, right? So the Ubuntu, right, is using one package manager, guys, called apt, and this one, these three is using one category. This one package manager called YUM. Okay, YUM. So and also there is one more. They are using apt and dkpg, and they are also using one more thing called RP. So these are also categorized into two: low level, high level. Okay, low and high. So Low level is RPM, high level is, yeah, high level is, okay. This is DKPG, this is low level, and this is APT is high level. Okay, high. Okay, so yeah, so here RPM is nothing but Red Hat Package Manager, Red Hat Package Manager, and M means yellow update modifier, yellow update. Yeah, these are the interview questions you can get in interview. Modifier. And DKPG means a Debian based package. Debian based package. APT is nothing but advanced packaging system. Okay. So what is low level? What is high level? So for example, if you have two softwares, if you want to install one, for example, let me make it as Java and Jenkins. If you want to install Jenkins, you need to install Java. You need to install Java. Okay. Or for example, Maven. If you install Maven, you need to install Java first. Okay. So if you are using the low level tools, you need to run two commands. Low level, like this, yeah, right? RPM, DKPG, right? So low level means you need to run two commands for Java one command, Maven one command. But high level tools not like that. So high level tools will resolve the dependencies. That means will high levels are resolve the dependency. Dependency is Maven, right? High level are will resolve the dependency. Dependence. So, for example, if you install Maven, Java is automatically installed. You don't need to run. You don't need to run multiple commands. For example, if you see, let me check the Maven version, MVN icon version. Nothing. So if you want to install the command, right, softwares in the organizations, we will use high level because it will resolve the dependencies, M or APT. If it is Ubuntu, we'll use APT. If it is Red Hat based, we'll use M. Okay, right? So for example, so let me take this, uh, right, high level. If you want to install software, M install. Which OS I have taken? Amazon Linux. Amazon Linux means M, right? How to verify which OS you have running? Cat, you can see one file, OS icon. You are using Amazon Linux. Okay, so right, yum install, yum install. So you have to install it. The package called map. You can run that command yum install map. You can see, you can see here, right? You want to install Maven. The version is 1.3.8. But what is the dependency? Java and other softwares. You can see Java is getting installed automatically. You're not installing. This is separately, right? This is not separately. This is part of the Maven. It is resolve the dependencies. Yum will help you resolve it. If you want to say yes, you can say Y. If you want to say N, you can say N. If you say N, that means no. If you want to install it, you can directly mention hyphen Y. Hyphen Y means it will not wait for you to say yes. It will install it. Okay? It will not wait for you to make it. So right, you can see it is getting installed. Dependencies are getting installed. So what is the command? M install maven -y. Yes, if you want to remove that, M remove maven -y, right? So if you want to use apt for Ubuntu, if you take an Ubuntu operating system, same apt install maven. If you want to remove it, apt remove. So today I have installed 1.3 version of Maven. Tomorrow they release 1.5. How to update it? You have a command, guys. So update command is that yum update maven. Okay, like that. If you want to update all the softwares in the system, yum update. That's it. No need to mention any software. For example, if you see maven is installed, let me verify. Earlier is nothing, now maven is installed. If you want to remove maven, yum remove maven. I think. Right. So the dependencies are also getting installed. Okay, uninstalled. Okay, same. If you want to update it in M, just make it M apt here. Okay, right. So these are the commands you will use if you want to list down all the installed softwares in your. For example, if you want to update M update, nothing to do that. Everything is updated. So if you want to verify Maven, nothing because we removed, right? If you want to see all the installed servers, softwares in your system, M list installed. These are all the softwares installed in your system. Okay, you can use M list installed. Okay, right? Just note down. Thank you. Just note down.